Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Okay. I hope we're both like evenly in frame, but if not,
Wait, go look.
I can't.
Okay. I just like
It's okay. Anywho, guys, so I had been wanting to create like a YouTube version of the podcast for a while now, but I was too lazy. Did you want to come say hi?
Can you?
I don't know if they can see
She
you.
did like this.
But Lauren, who was on one of the past episodes, who is currently she's now my roommate. Whoa.
Well, more
She
like
just
you're
said
not
hi.
her roommate.
Oh, I'm now her roommate. Okay. Not the evil laugh. The podcast is now available on YouTube, so you can actually see us when we're talking, and maybe that will make you, feel like you're more a part of the conversation.
I don't have that app.
I don't know if that's how that works. You don't have YouTube?
I don't have YouTube right now.
Oh, yeah, which leads into the topic of the episode. Yeah, but without further ado, we can just get into it. Lauren's making me nervous.
Why are you looking?
So, welcome to Under the Hood, where we aren't afraid to pop open the hood and inspect the important parts of life. I'm your host, Sanal Hood, and today I have with me...
Osa.
Yeah!
I was on the dating episode.
She was. So if you haven't listened to that episode, I was going to say watched, but you can't watch it yet. She also hasn't... guys, I'm going to call her out. She's so fake. She has not even listened to her own episode. Yeah. But anyway, so I don't know if y'all heard earlier, but Osa said she didn't have YouTube, which goes into the topic of today's episode, which is talking about media consumption and media fasting and like what that does for you spiritually. Yeah, so just a little context going into it. I decided to do this episode because Osa is currently finishing out her fast. You finish tomorrow, right? Yeah, and then I finished mine. My last day was Sunday. Why are you crying? Yeah, so I finished my fast. Sunday was my last day, and tomorrow's your last day, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I decided to do this episode, kind of getting to hear like our thoughts behind media fasting and media consumption. But yeah, so I wanted to start off by asking, have you noticed your screen time getting in the way of your quiet time with God?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my thing is that like whenever I'm bored or like kind of anxious or feeling like kind of like I need to be doing something, I'll like grab my phone and like go on TikTok or like watch a video or like I don't know, just like doing something like on my phone because I don't want to like have like space from just like alone in my thoughts or just like alone with God even because like I don't want to be like thinking about like things that are going on in my life, so I tend to like turn into like social media or like entertainment for that.
Yeah, I think the same with me. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed like, yeah, my screen time getting in the way of like quiet time. Kind of the same with you. I use like media as like a distraction.
Yeah.
From like whatever parts of my life. Yeah, and my screen time she's high. Actually, she's going down because it was like 6 hours.
Oh girl, I was like 5. Like a full-time job right there.
Literally. It's so bad. But yeah, literally, I feel like a lot of people like, they wake up in the morning and they like pray.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I grab my phone and I scroll on Instagram or whatever. Or like I'll watch my show because I remember I fell asleep watching it the night before.
Honestly, like I would like pray in the morning, but like it would be like a quick 1 minute, and then I'll go to Instagram to like see if people like my post or like who like texted me. So yeah, I like can like speed through my prayer, which is very bad.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that, like trying to like check it off.
Yeah.
So bad. What's one boundary or like habit around media that's helped you stay grounded in your walk with God? Like, what's something that like you've done, like a habit you're trying to like start when it comes to media, or like any restrictions you've like implemented when it comes to media that's like trying to help you like prioritize that relationship?
I think like, or before I started the fast, I tried incorporating like the time limits, and like making sure like I spend less than like an hour on like these type of apps. And then right now I'm thinking of like, okay, maybe like I'll make like an effort to just not use it in the morning or to not use it at night before I go to bed, and make it just like I'll use it like midday, and then that's it. Or maybe like only use it on the weekends, so I can like just focus on other things during the week. So I'm like been thinking of like ways I can like kind of implement like better habits surrounding social media when like off the fast. And I don't know, I'm just like trying to make sure that like I'll actually like end up doing my intentions and not just kind of like having the idea in my head and be like, oh yeah, I'll do it tonight, and I never end up doing it because like I was tired and I was just scrolling on like TikTok for like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to make sure that like I actually like set out my intentions, like have a plan for it.
Yeah, but I did the same thing. Because I remember, so I was actually here, and it was with like Lauren, Jazz, and Tiff, and I was just talking about like how much I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like I just spend so much time on there, and so they put like a time limit on my phone, and they only had the passcode to it, so I couldn't like override it, and I initially had like, I think it was like 3 hours of screen, like for TikTok. 3 hours is still a long time to be scrolling.
Yeah.
So then I ended up like quite recently, maybe like a month ago, a few weeks ago, I had Lauren cut it down to 30 minutes. Yeah. So that actually really helped. And I realized it wasn't the end of the world because I could only be on TikTok for 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, yeah, I was also doing that before. But I only did it with TikTok. I didn't do it with other apps. And I think I realized that, like, me only doing a time limit on TikTok just made me rely on Instagram
Yeah,
more.
Instagram Reels.
Yeah, because, like, I never really, like, watched Reels. But then I was like, oh, I don't have TikTok. Like, I timed out of TikTok.
Yeah.
So now I got to switch over to Reels. So it's, like, it's not really, like, getting rid of the overall problem. It's just finding, like, a new source.
A new way to do it.
Yeah. But time limits did really help. I think I just need to like implement them on like all of my like media apps. Yeah.
You want to know something embarrassing? I was literally so like hung up on like Nick and Lanyard content from like Love Island. Like my entire For You page on TikTok would just be that. And that'd be like the only reason why I was on the app. I was just so obsessed with that couple.
Oh my gosh.
So like since I stopped watching like shows and stuff, my roommates would still watch it. So like when I would come into the house, I would like put my hands on my ears and like get my headphones and like run around to go do other things and like put on the podcast from like D-Pod or like some other like Christian podcast and like try my best to just like avert gaze.
Please. You know what? I respect the dedication.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing because you're like, oh, so why are you literally doing the most right now?
Yeah. No, guys, well, actually, you never, like, really watched it, right? You just, like, kept up with, like, the drama. Yeah, but I was, like, I used to love Love Island. Like, BC Snall used to love Love Island. And so, I was trying to watch the new season because, like, yeah, everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah.
Literally, I got to episode 2, and I was just, like, this is so bad.
But when we watched it together with, like, the other people there, too, I was, like, why are we doing this right now?
Yeah, it felt wrong.
It felt so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my word. And then one of them was like, guys, this kind of girl.
Yeah.
And he was right.
No, it's so bad. Like, I'm like one of the episodes, it was low-key like hyping up like sneaking around and like cheating. Like, I know they're not like officially couples, but I just feel like the heart posture behind it was not
it was not there.
Yeah. And, like, yeah, I just feel like it's not a good example for, like, how you view, like, relationships, like, romantic relationships. It's not it.
It definitely made me dislike men a little more.
Oh.
I was like, they're all just cheaters, guys.
A lot of them on the show were, yeah. So, this is kind of, like, going into that, because we were talking about how Love Island is, like, a no-go. But how do you discern what kinds of media are okay, like quote unquote okay, to engage with, versus like what might be spiritually harmful?
I feel like right now, low key, if I feel embarrassed to watch with other people, then I'm like, why am I watching this? Because I don't get embarrassed that often. Like, I do like a lot of like, I'm an odd person.
Mm-hmm.
So like, my embarrassment level is like pretty high. So like, I can watch like, you know, anything low key. But it was like, feels weird and like I don't want to watch this like my friend. Like I don't watch it with you. I don't want to watch it with like someone else. I'm like, okay, maybe there's a reason why I feel embarrassed. And that'll be like my little sign to be like, okay, you probably like shouldn't be watching this media or like watching this show. Cause Loki, with Mickey 17, I was embarrassed. It was so bad. I was so embarrassed. So like I feel like that's been like my sign. And then also like if I feel like kind of icked or like it's just not really benefiting me in any way, like I don't really like watching horror. I don't like really watching shows that are very like profane in language or shows that are very like violent in nature, because like it just makes me feel weird and like kind of like sad, I guess. So I feel like if I get those strong emotions as well, then like I'll just like not watch it. And then I also like try like refrain from watching meat as like kind of like really sexual, because then it just makes me feel like gross and like I don't know, like it's like do people see me that way, I guess? And I'm just like I don't want to like watch it because then it makes me feel like more subconscious, I think. So it's been like having discerning, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Like, number one is like, yeah, if I can't watch this with like my Christian community,
Yeah,
or I feel weird like watching it with them, then that's already like
it's kind of a red
good
flag.
Yeah, that's a sign that like, yeah. I feel like this past year has been really a time for me to like think about whether the media that I'm like consuming is okay or not.
Yeah.
Because like we kind of talked about this the other day, but like how I really love horror. I love horror. And we always joke about this because like like I've been watching like horror movies since like I was like 10, 9, you know. Like my dad introduced me to that stuff. And so like I have majority like become desensitized to like the content within those movies, which is not good. Like I get that it is like it's fake, obviously, like what, corn syrup or what like,
yeah,
you know, like it's obviously fake, but something about like being desensitized or like wanting to see a movie where it's like people are dying,
and
like people are getting murdered, and it's like so I never really found a problem with it, but after I think it was Thanksgiving, me and my family, we just like watched a bunch of like horror movies like over Thanksgiving break. And then when I came back here, I think one of the mentors was asking me like, oh, like what'd you do for Thanksgiving? And I was like, oh, on Thanksgiving, like me and my family, we watched these like 2 horror movies, blah blah. And I was kind of like talking about like what they were about. And then they were like, oh. They're like, oh, interesting. Yeah, and they brought up that like one of the mentors, he also really loved horror movies. And then he eventually like started feeling convicted about it, and then so he had to cut that out.
Yeah.
And then it made me think like,
they told you to cut it.
Yeah, that was them telling me about it was low key like
you should cut
them
that.
trying to tell me to cut it. But yeah, after that I was like, dang, like maybe like I see why it would be bad to like watch horror movies. Yeah. And so since then I've been trying to cut that out of my you know, watch list, but it's okay. Yeah, and I think mostly like, am I able to watch this with someone else? Can I tell someone I watched this? And then obviously like as a Christian, like, you know, we do have this ability to feel convicted.
Yeah.
Like the Holy Spirit like tells us.
He be telling me.
Yes, he be helping us with discernment. And so it's like, even if I'm like by myself and I'm like, I get like a doubt, like, oh, like should I be watching this?
Yeah.
If you're already doubting it, like
you probably shouldn't,
you know? Yeah. This is kind of like semi off topic, but like I've learned that like there are movies and TV shows that can be about Christians but aren't for Christians. for example, there's this TV show called Greenleaf, and it's like it came out like some years ago, but it's about this like Christian family, and like the dad, he's like a pastor at this big low-key mega church. And so I was like, oh, like one of the songs from the show is like in my playlist, like I really love the song, so I was like, let me watch the show. And I was like, it's about Christians, so it has to be a Christian show. That show was so bad. They have so much drama. Like, I get that Christians aren't perfect, obviously, and the show definitely shows that, but it still had, like, sexual content, and, like, the things that, like, the family would do, it just made me feel gross inside. And it's, like, it made me realize that, like, there are some things that can, like, you'll think are for Christians because they have Christians in them, but doesn't mean that you should watch it. Because low-key, like, just because there's a Christian in the movie,
don't mean it's
or
Christian.
like, or like Christian is like the topic of it, like, it doesn't mean it's for you, because it could lead you astray, like, or it could like brew up something within you. So that's something I've been having to realize. That show made me realize, guys, don't watch Greenleaf.
Bro, I had conviction about reading fan fiction.
Period. I'm glad.
No, because like coming into wait, I think I stopped reading it low key like second year, I guess, because I read like BTS fan fiction and like other K-pop type fanfics, and like I would never feel like convicted about it in the moment because I would like skip all the like sexual parts, and I'd be like, this makes me so much better. Like, I'm skipping all of it. But then, like, I was like, wait, what is this, like, telling me about relationships? And, like, how am I, like, viewing people now because of it? Because it was, like, low-key make me kind of obsessed with romance. And make me, like, a little, like, judgmental, I guess, about, like, potential, like, interest. Because I'd be like, the guy in my fanfic will do it like this, bro. Like, he will, like, give me flowers. But you suck. You know? Like, I was, like, kind of judgmental. And, like, and then, like, I don't know, I feel like I kind of, like, thought about it, like, as a Christian, just being, like, okay, I didn't even know the Lord wants me to, like, read this for her. Like, yeah, it's not, like, that bad. But it's, like, you're kind of being obsessed over something fake, and you're trying to, like, make that real, but it's not gonna happen, because, like, someone literally wrote that about, like, this random dude in Korea. Like, let's be so for real. I'm not gonna marry Kim Namjoon, guys. I'm just not. So I feel like once I stopped reading it, I felt better about like potential interest and being like judgy towards them, and also just like felt better about the idea of romance in general. Like I was less like adverse to it. So like it was interesting to like transition from like a girl that literally read like fanfics like every single night to a girl that now reads her Bible.
Yeah. You bringing up like fanfic and like how that kind of made you have these like unrealistic expectations for like men and like a future like spouse kind of brings us into the next question, which is, what are some subtle ways that media can distract us spiritually even if the content doesn't seem quote unquote bad?
I think subtle ways that can like distract us spiritually is that it can like be a comfort for us, where like the Lord should be our comfort, not like, you know, like scrolling on Instagram or find something funny on TikTok or like being on YouTube or whatever. I feel like social media can also like really be a source of like parasocial relationships. Like I haven't had problems like now. I remember like being younger, like I would see a YouTuber that I really, really liked, and I'd be like, this person's my best friend, and they're literally like, that's my rock right there. Also, looking me with like K-pop too, like I literally will call people my comfort idols. They'd be like, oh, Maria, if I see this person's face, like I'll just stop crying. Like I'll be so happy now. Like it makes me so much joy. But it's like I'm literally getting joy from someone I don't know. They do not know me. They would never meet me a day in their life, and like that's sad. Like, you know, like why can't I find this from the Lord that like does know me like personally and like hopefully, right? So it's like, why am I putting so much like energy and time into like this thing that doesn't like really benefit me in the long run at all? So I feel like it can distract you in that way, and also to distract you from like having like an actual like personal relationship with God. Cause I feel like I don't know. I guess like social media make you seem a little like fake, I guess, or like you kind of like want to hide stuff. You want to seem like more put together, more perfect, whatever. And I feel like that would also like bleed into my interactions with God, where like I wouldn't talk about all the things I want to talk about, which was hard because I like talking. I love yapping in my prayers.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a point where like I didn't want to, because I also wanted to put like a pristine image in front of God, which is weird because like, he already knows everything. So like you're not really doing much of that. But
Yeah.
I kind of felt that pressure, I guess. So I feel like that's how it's distracted me or like kind of brought me away. And it's been interesting to like kind of reflect on that.
Mm-hmm. Like, not all media is necessarily bad.
Yeah.
But then it's like we take this like thing that can be good or like okay, but then we turn it into like an idol.
Yeah.
Making it into something bad.
Yeah.
And then it's like next thing you know, this thing that started off as like okay or good, like ended up like, yeah, getting in the way of our relationship with God.
Yeah.
Because like even just like thinking about like what you're talking about with like fan fiction and how like that kind of like warped, yeah, like your understanding of like a romantic relationship like in reality. It's like, oh, like the Bible and like God tells us like this is what like a spouse should be like.
Yeah.
Or like this is what you should be looking for in a spouse and this is what really matters.
Yeah.
But because of like fan fiction and like social media and television, like we get these like unrealistic expectations that we put on our future spouse, and we think that these are like the make or break like traits that they need to have. Like they need to act like this or they're gone, like they're a red flag because of this. But it's like that's just like unrealistic. Like yeah, and that's not like what matters, because like what matters is like their heart posture and like where they're at with God and stuff. So that's like a way it gets like in a way spiritually. But yeah, like also how you said it's like social media is fake. And like we just like start to compare ourselves. Yeah. And we get anxiety and it just causes all these things that aren't of God. Like yeah, like I don't know. He created us to be a certain way. Like he created us and he did it with like intentionality. And so it's like, oh, he didn't make a mistake when making us. But it's like social media and you see someone who looks like this and you're like, oh, I wish I had their face, or I wish I had their body, or like their life, and it's stuff like that. And like even for the life thing, it's like, oh, now I'm looking at that person's life, so I'm taking for granted what God gave me and blessed me with. So then now I'm ungrateful. And it just, you
envious and you ungrateful.
Literally. And jealous. All of it. It's so bad. It's so bad. No, yeah.
And like I have like a very like obsessive personality, or like I tend to have like what's the word where you like kind of fixate on something?
Fixation.
Cut it.
I'm leaving that in.
Oh yeah, so sorry. Lauren's having a meeting. So I tend to have like fixations, and I feel like my fixations on like media would tend to like also lead me away from God. Kind of like literally obsessing over like certain creators, or I'm obsessing over like certain body types, or I'm obsessing over like lifestyles I like would want. But then it's like you said, like you're like being ungrateful, and it's like sad. I'm like I feel like God sees that. He's like, oh right, like my child is like hates herself right now. And it's like just like focusing on the wrong thing instead of like, knowing that like she has her identity and like right? Because like first year is really, really difficult. Cause we like call them and be like, oh my gosh, you were like the stupidest kid ever. Like, I'm so sorry. And then they also be like really upset, right? Because like, why is my kid crying and like calling me on the phone, like telling me this like 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. So I like relate those feelings to God because like he obviously sees me. He's like omnipresent, and like he's seeing me like have these thoughts because I'm just so focused on like wanting to seem a certain way and like focusing on other people's lives, like kind of like obsessing over like a perceived image that I thought I wanted myself to be. So it's like I'm literally making like the Lord upset by not being thankful for the life that he's given me and just like kind of, worrying about the wrong things, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I forget like how like our thoughts about ourselves aren't just hurting ourselves, but it's hurting God. It's like kind of disrespectful towards him.
And you can hear like every single thought. Like there's nothing like unknown to God. Like every single thought about you, like, you know, wanting just like thinking poorly about yourself. That's like he heard everything.
Yeah. No, that's so crazy. It's okay.
Guys, I'm so embarrassing in my head.
No, literally. I'll be like, oh God, I didn't say that. I didn't mean to say that. Yes.
I'm so sorry. Lauren, we love you. We sorry.
Yeah, Lauren, sorry. I hope you can't hear us that much. Okay, so since we did the media fast, I mean, you're currently doing it, but like, how has the media fast been for you?
Oh, it's been great. Well, technically, I broke it because I watched like the first 5 minutes of K-pop Demon Hunters on Saturday. Because like Sanaa was playing the songs in her car, and I really wanted to see the scene where like the first song played, but I wasn't upset about it. Cause more like, okay, I still haven't used social media in like a while, so I'm like, I must just still keep going. So there's that like little, you know, accident I had, I guess. But besides that, I've been like really enjoying it, honestly. It hasn't been that difficult, I feel, which I didn't really expect, I think. I like literally like deleted everything and I haven't like been like wanting it like it's been chill. I finally listened to podcast. I listened to Depod for the first time and I've been on Voyage literally since freshman year. And I just never done it. But it's actually kind of funny. I like it.
Yeah. Shout out Depod. It's the podcast that's hosted by our pastor. It's really good. Y'all should check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to With the Perrys. Meet the Perrys?
With the Perrys.
With the Perrys. And I listened to like Emmy Moore's podcast. And like Alexis was like sending me them too. So I was like, okay, I'm like, you know, consuming like content as I'm cooking or like doing things I would normally like be watching YouTube for, I guess, or like scrolling on my phone. And there was an awkward instant. Is this weird to say on camera? I was on the toilet and I was so lost as to what to do with myself because I usually am on TikTok when I do my business. And I text one of my friends and she's like, just pray. But I found it like kind of disrespectful. Like, why am I praying and pooping? Like, that's weird.
Go on.
Sorry. So I still haven't found like a solution for that. Like currently, I just don't bring my phone, or I just kind of read like a book, which sounds kind of weird. But I see why people have like the magazine holders in their bathrooms now, because it's a perfect time to just read. I'm finally almost done with the book that What's His Face recommended.
Oh, Consider the Lilies.
Yes. We like 70% through with it now.
Oh, period.
Right? So I'm like really happy about that. I'm reading. I've been journaling now, which has been cool. It just like because I always like have my like morning prayers, nightly prayers, and like in between prayers. I feel like now I'm like spending more time like intentionally and like kind of have like a little checklist in my head of like things I just want to talk to God about, which has been really nice actually. And I've been like more consistent in my devotions and just more consistent like with my friends too. I feel like I've been better at like committing to activities and like hanging out with them and stuff. So I feel like I'm less tired and less like overwhelmed with like day-to-day activities. So I think it's been really nice actually. Like I just been like just debriefing more, I feel. Like I don't feel as like anxious. Which is weird, because I would like use it to like relieve my anxiety. So I'm like confused how it gave me anxiety. But that's great to know, I guess. Yeah. So that's been cool. I like that.
Period. Yeah. No, I think it was really good. Like, I wasn't expecting that much to come out of like a week of doing a media fast. Because I did it once before with like two of our other friends. And let's just say it didn't go very well. Like, I didn't really get anything out of it spiritually. Like, I didn't have this, like, new understanding or, like, feel like my faith or, like, my relationship was strengthened in any way. And I actually, like, failed like 3 times. And it's literally only a week. Like, but this time around, I think it was because I took it more seriously. Yeah, it was really good. I think the first day was kind of hard because like I was kind of just here working remote and doing a media fast is so hard.
It's so difficult.
It's so difficult. Like if you're going in person for work, it's like, okay, you can get distracted in that way.
Yeah.
But like I'm literally like at home right in front of the TV. Like how can I not turn it on? I did not turn it. I did turn it on. But okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I literally, the first day of the media fast, it was like lunchtime, and I came out here, and I'm a like iPad kid, and so like I need to watch TV when I like eat, and so I literally came out here, and I didn't think about that, like what am I gonna do when I'm like eating, and so I came out here, and I sat on the couch. I turned on the TV and I just stared at the cover photo of like my show. I just stared at it for like 3 minutes because like it gave me some kind of happiness.
Happiness? What show was it?
It was the Unwritten Soul one.
It's okay. It's okay.
Why do I feel like it's gonna pick up?
It will.
Okay, we're gonna take a short break and hopefully my AC stops blasting.
If it's not, I'll break it.
Guys, I hope we don't look too different. It's been like 30 minutes because the AC was kicking.
We almost had a scene change.
Yeah.
So now I was forced to make her bed.
Yeah.
And wait, actually, can we like show your dead plant?
No.
I keep looking at it.
Don't look at it. Guys, she's staring at my plant. It's so sad. Like, all the leaves are, like, sadly draped down. And then the whole bottom area, like, all those leaves are just brown.
You see, that's us when we consume so much content that it, like, overflows and we never read our Bible.
Yeah, we're feeding ourselves the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting all this water. We're not getting the living water.
Oh! You ate that! I love it.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so the next question is, could our craving for constant content be a sign of something deeper we're avoiding, like silence, stillness, or conviction?
I hate silence.
Same.
Or like, I don't, if I'm with a friend and we're like not talking, I like that. I like not having to speak. But I hate silence when like I'm by myself and I'm literally am just stuck with my thoughts and I have to like think for real and like about my day and like how I've been feeling and like just things about me, I guess. 'Cause I think I'm very self-aware, but I don't actually like fixing the issues I had. I just like not thinking about it. So like in the silence, like I'm forced to like think about it and I hate it so much. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like silence either. I think I was talking to Lauren about this the other day, but like I don't like being alone with my thoughts. Like, I'm not trying to sound like dark or anything. It's just like, I don't know, being by myself in silence, doing nothing, and having nothing like on, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm too in my head.
Yeah.
So like I scroll or like I watch, like I binge TV to kind of fill that awkwardness. So then my mind doesn't have to run. Like it can just like go on pause.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like whenever I am by myself, I just think weird stuff. Like I'm very like negative in my head and I don't think very positively about myself or about like the situations I'm in. So like I'd rather like be happy, and I think like something would make me happy is me like scrolling on TikTok. Can I get a quick laugh? Rather than me like praying about like why I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
But like, you know, one gives you like a very, very short moment of peace, and the other gives you actual peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it is like a band-aid, like media or like the solutions that the world gives us, but like the difference between that and like what kind of comfort God gives us is like his comfort or his peace. It's like it's not erasing our pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Or it's not trying to cover it or like give us like rose-colored glasses or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like trying to give us the strength to get through that suffering and like to like come out of it like better. But it's not like taking away that pain and suffering. Okay, this sounds strange, but like I am really bad at like spending time in prayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like just like talking to God more throughout my day. And I noticed that like I don't talk to him enough. And then I feel guilty or like convicted about it. But then I still don't do it, even though I have conviction about it. So a part of me does like scroll and like watch TV, and I'm just like, oh, like, and then I think about it, like I get a quick like thought in my head, like, didn't talk to God today, but then I keep watching my show. And it's like, I guess in that sense, I am trying to silence that conviction. Like, oh, I'm just trying to watch my show. Like, it's a good show. Like I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to like distract myself from the fact that like I really should be talking to God right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I get that. I feel like for me, it's like what I told myself to do, and I just didn't do it. Like, I feel like I've been working a lot this year. I'm like working on my confrontation skills. Mm-hmm. And then I would like be scrolling or like watching a movie maybe, and then back in my head I'm like, you didn't talk to that girl today. You didn't like tell her all about your feelings, and you still are very resentful towards her. And then instead of me being like, I should do that, I should like actually like talk to her, sit down and like have a conversation, I should continue with my show. In fact, I turned the volume up louder. Oh. And I know God is watching me being like, you need to like fix that, like work on that, because like a resentful heart is never a good heart. Like, so I feel like I tend to use media to like kind of silence that voice in my head of like, because then like I can avoid the problem for longer, I guess, and I don't have to like actually work on it because it's like hard, and I don't want to do the hard thing right now. I just want to do the easy way out, which is like just basically turn my brain off. Yeah.
And that's real.
Yeah.
It's bad, but it's real.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Yeah, but we were talking about like the media fast and how that was going. It sounded like it was going good. Do you feel like you were able to learn something about like yourself or your relationship with God through it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think about myself. I learned that I love distractions. I love getting a dopamine rush. And I think part because like my brain just kind of runs like that. Like I tend to just like want to grab that in the easiest way as possible. So like I don't know, because like my thoughts can like ramble a lot. So I need something to like grab onto that like can give me that like peace of mind, I guess. And social media tends to be like that like brain rot type content I go for. So I feel like it's taught me that like I need to pause sometime, like actually take a break and like actually like think. And, like, not constantly be going after, like, the next thing to give me, like, a rush or whatever. And I feel like it taught me around relationship with God that, like, I just need to, like, talk more openly. Or just, like, I would just, like, be more intentional in, like, the way I spend time. Because, like, in my prayer life, okay, as a kid, I was taught to yap, essentially. But then, like, as I got older, I was like, is yapping weird? Is I like disrespectful? But now I'm like, I think yapping's good. I think it's like it has me more open, and I'm less like trying to like put up a front. So I feel like I've been like kind of like working on that more, just like fully taking all the time I need to just pray. And when I would like constantly be on social media, I would like make it as short as possible. Cause I'm not trying to like pray till like 1 a.m. But now like I go to bed earlier, and I can like, actually go to sleep by like midnight and have like pretty good long prayer time and not feel like rushed. I need to go to bed. So like that was cool. And I think like I've been more intentional because like I've been reading my Bible more. I've been being more consistent with devotionals. I was just like kind of sitting like in the Word instead of being like, let me go on Instagram. I'm done with my devotion now. So now I just kind of sit now and like actually like try like reflect on it for like my life and be able to like, oh, how can I add things in this verse to my daily life, and how can I improve in my Christian walk. So that's been really nice, just like sitting, because I hate that. So it's been cool to like be forced to do it now because I don't have any apps. So, like, what else am I gonna do? Start a wall?
Yeah, that's true.
I could do start a wall actually.
That's true.
But yeah, I liked it a lot. Like, it was really nice to just like learn more about myself and like see what I need to like improve on. But it's like we're gonna graduate soon, so like I think it's really important to like see how you operate without like all these distractions.
Yeah, I think for me, I think like the week before the fast was like, I don't know, I just felt, I don't know, my brain was like negative. And like I was not leaving the apartment. Like I literally, oh, you do know. Yeah, I literally was not leaving the apartment. I like wasn't going outside. I was just in my room or like in the living room, just like chilling and watching TV. Like I was doing work occasionally, but actually I wasn't working as much as I should have. But yeah, and then even like the 2 days before the fast started, I was like bed rotting in my room for like 6 hours. And like literally at one point Lauren texted me, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I came out and I looked so guilty. I know I just bed rotted and like watched TV for like 6 hours. But I don't know, like I've been kind of in this rut and I'm like, oh, life is so like dull and it's just so like lately. But then when I started doing the media fast, I was reading, well, this was unrelated to DT. I was reading 2 Corinthians because of I had started listening to podcasts more, and one of the podcasts I was listening to, she was like reading through 2 Corinthians and kind of giving like her comments on like the passages and stuff. And she was saying how, yeah, it was a part about comfort. And she was like, God has so many gifts that he wants to give us. Like he wants to give us comfort. He wants to give us peace, and all of these things. But he can't give us these gifts if we're not willing to receive them.
Yeah.
And I think I realized that like I had been constantly thinking, oh, I'm in this rut, or like, oh, life is so like dull right now.
Yeah.
Like, how do I solve it? And I was trying to solve it with media.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I should have been solving it with God. And it's like the solution was right in front of me. Like I just wasn't willing to receive that gift of comfort.
Yeah.
And once I realized that, it's like it just clicked in my head. And then, so there was that was like a monumental like moment. And I feel like it kind of gave me, that was like something early on in the fast. So it kind of gave me like this new perspective to go throughout the fast, which was really nice. But also like it forced me to go outside. Cause I'm like, oh, I can't sit in my room and watch TV all day. So now I'm going to go out and I'm going to like go sit in the like courtyard area and like journal or like, I don't know, draw and stuff like that, or like read a book. And it's been really nice. And I'm like, oh, life isn't as dull as I thought it was. I just literally did not go outside. But it's like, it forced me to like, oh, see the people around me.
Yeah.
And see how like blessed I am to be in the area that I am, to be surrounded with the people that I have. And it's like media just like made me blind to like what I had in front of me and like what I was so fortunate to experience. I just didn't take the time to experience it.
No, I feel that. Like for me, like I struggle a lot with like my mental health, like depression and stuff. So I can like isolate myself a lot. So like in terms of me like trying to like avert from that, I try to like fill my time with like hanging out with hanging out with people as much as I can. But that would like drain me to the point where like I'm so tired. If I see a human being right now, I will punch them. Like I need space. But I would like allow myself that space. 'Cause I was so scared like it was leading me like isolating myself again and like never leaving my house. So like I feel like for the week before the media fast, I felt really tired and like overwhelmed because like there was so much like constant stimulation that like I just couldn't deal with. I was so scared to be by myself. But like with the media fast now, I like did things by myself, and I went outside and I sat in the park and I went to the gym, and like I like wasn't as afraid to like be on my own, which is like interesting because like granted I would listen to like a podcast or something, or I'd be like reading, but like it was nice to be like, okay, I can like actually like do things for myself and not be so fearful that like it would lead to me to like being in a extreme situation where like I'm not like leaving my house for like 3 days or something. So it's like cool to like, okay, I can like be by myself and not have it be like a bad thing. So that was nice to like come to terms with.
Yeah. And I just like when you're talking, it made me think of like how you're saying like, oh, like sometimes you're around people all the time, and so it's like you need to like step away or else you're gonna like crash out a little bit. And it's like, and you realize like I recharge because like I'm kind of also the same way. Part of me has FOMO, so I constantly want to be around people, but the other part of me is like, oh, even though you have FOMO, you get socially drained.
Yeah.
But like usually how I recharge is watching TV or like scrolling on TikTok and stuff. And kind of just like, yeah, isolating myself and doing that. And it's like, that's how I recharge. But like this week showed me that like I was able to recharge with God.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do I need to rely on technology to give me that like boost so that I can like have the strength to like continue to socialize and like being fellowship? It's like, oh, God can do that in a healthier way, actually. So, yeah.
I also low-key thought like I would sleep more. I was like, oh, I'm so bored. I can't do anything. I'm gonna just like take a nap. But compared to like last week, where like after my 9 to 5, I would like sleep. Like I was deep slumber. But this week, I was just like, took like an hour nap once. And the rest of the time, I just kind of did other things. And I feel like I talked to God a lot more in my head. Like, you know, when you're walking and you're like kind of talking to yourself. But instead of being myself, I just talked to God. And that's like kind of comforting. I was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
So like, I was just surprised like I did that more, and I also didn't sleep as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, same. And I've been going to sleep earlier.
Same.
So I've been like waking up and not feeling dead.
Bro, no more 3 a.m. Like I'm literally known for that too. And like I've been like kind of happy because like I go to bed at midnight.
Oh, purr. Okay.
It's been so nice.
Okay. Yeah, I want to thank Osa for coming on today and having a really good conversation about media consumption and what it can do to us spiritually, mentally, physically. Yeah, and I hope this was helpful for all of you guys who are listening and watching right now. And kind of just want to ask, do you have any last words? Not to put you on the spot.
Scroll less, pray more.
Period. Yes, I recommend going on a media fast. It's
go
so
ahead.
good. And it may seem scary because I'm going to be so honest, I did not want to do it. Not an inch of my I did not want to do it at all. But it was so good. It's like always best in the end. It's like going to the gym. It's like you don't want to do it, but like in the end,
need to do it.
Afterwards you feel like so
good.
like refreshed.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Do it. It can teach you a lot about yourself and God and your relationship with Him.
Also, a week like isn't that long. And if you like kind of break it a little bit, just keep going.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like you learn a lot by yourself and a lot about your relationship with God. And just like it's just healthy because like we all get a little too addicted to our phones. Like I'm sorry, that device should not be in your hand for more than like 8 hours. That's kind of insane. That's how you get radiation poisoning. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we didn't even mention this, but like, well, I guess it's kind of implied, but we did this like as like a group. It was me, Osa, Lauren, and Ornella, who's on the last episode. So we all did the media fast, and it was really nice being able to do it with like other sisters in Christ. This can be really hard to do, especially like if you weren't really wanting to do it going into it, you didn't really feel that zeal.
Yeah.
So it's nice because you get to hear from them, like hear words of motivation, encouragement, but also like how they've been struggling. And so you feel like you're not alone. And then it's like, if you don't know what to do with your time because you have so much now, it's like y'all can like plan to meet up and like hang out and do something that doesn't require media.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, I hanged out with my friends a lot. Or, like, we, like, hanged out with a friend that, like, isn't doing a fast at all, right? And, like, we, like, you know, modified the plans with that friend, and it was fine. Like, it was chill. They were fine with it. We did something, I think that was even more fun than just watching a movie. So, it's nice to have, like, people you're doing it with. It helps keep you accountable. You can just hang out with them. You guys can just grow together. And I think that's, like, a really beautiful part of, like, Christianity, just, like, the community aspect. Because, like, you really have, like, the same goal of, like, growing together in Christ. And that's, like, really nice.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it and really got something out of it. Maybe you're going to plan to do a media fast after this, but no pressure.
Why are you so short?
That's so crazy.
Oh, yeah, do a media fast, girl. It's, like, just a week, bro. You literally gain so much from it and you lose nothing.
Period.
Period.
Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.